Hello everyone, we're still dealing with snow today in the region, but I do have good news for the weekend. We'll get to that in just a second. Your weekend forecast sponsored by NIPSCO, but let's start talking about the snow. And the best chance of snow is early this morning. Early this morning, still dealing with scattered lake effect snow showers in the region. Now this is all light to moderate snow, but there is a good chance that you will encounter some on your drive to work or school today. But I will say, if you're driving to work in the city, in Chicago, there's a very good chance that you'll start out with snow in the region, but then drive out of it as you get into the city because it's completely dry in Chicago. We're only dealing with these scattered snow showers in northwest Indiana. And the question is, for how long? Well, I do expect improvement. Really, the peak of the activity day is early this morning. By the time we get to 11 a.m., I think it's just isolated snow showers and flurries. Best chance at this point will be in LaPorte County. So it very well could be dry at 11 a.m. in Lake and Newton County. But I will say, because it's breezy this morning and it's going to stay breezy through the early afternoon, it very well could be with the new snow that's on the ground that we're going to have some blowing snow this morning, early this afternoon. So, Lake Porter County, it may seem like it's still snowing at 11 a.m., even though it's really not. That's just because there's going to be some blowing snow. Breezy conditions, gusts 20, 25 miles per hour. So, keeping that in mind, through the early afternoon, dealing with some blowing snow still. But not a whole lot of new snow falling at 11 a.m. and I do think the last of the isolated snow showers and flurries are going to come to an end, even in LaPorte County, by 2 o'clock this afternoon. If you're wondering how much more snow to go, because this is all light to moderate snow, I think for most of us, we're talking about another quarter inch, half an inch, maybe a few spots seeing 3/4 of an inch, but I do think that is the high end. All additional snow is going to be less than an inch, and most of us probably only another quarter inch, half an inch to go before it all comes to an end. High temperatures today, not as warm as we would like it to be. We're only talking about mid to upper 20s. Normal high temperatures for this time of year, upper 30s. And yes, because it's breezy, a wind chill factor as well. Take about 5 degrees off these temperatures. And that's what it's really going to be feeling like. Now that said, even though it's cold during the day today, notice that low temperatures tonight actually normal for this time of year. Low 20s. Not that much of a cool off because winds already will be shifting to the south, preventing our temperatures from tumbling, even though we're going to have clear skies. And fortunately, the wind's dying down. There'll still be a light breeze, gusts 10, 15 miles per hour, but not as breezy as during the day today. And then here's the good news I was talking about for the weekend. Look at Saturday. We're talking about high temperatures much warmer than today. How about 20 degrees warmer, mid to upper 40s for highs. And I do think the cloud cover is going to increase during the day on Saturday. Mostly sunny start by becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. And if you're looking for a negative, I do think the winds are going to be even stronger tomorrow in the afternoon when we're hitting these high temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Gusts are going to be around 30 miles per hour. So there is going to be a wind chill factor. Now it's not a huge deal because, these are above normal temperatures for this time of year. But if you want to know what it's actually going to be feeling like Saturday afternoon, only feeling like the upper 30s, low 40s because of those wind gusts around 30 miles per hour. But a dry day on Saturday. Saturday night, I think the cloud cover is going to continue to increase. And probably much of the night is going to be mostly cloudy. But I actually think Saturday night is going to be a good night for going out because even though it's going to be mostly cloudy, no rain or snow. And look at these temperatures. These are low temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, close to where our high temperatures should be for this time of year. And that's because mostly cloudy skies are going to prevent temperatures from falling, and there's still going to be some wind around, gusts 10 to 15 miles per hour, keeping temperatures up as well. So that's going to prevent temperatures from really falling when you got that light breeze. But just a light breeze, not enough to really be a wind chill factor and very warm for this time of year when we should have normal low temperatures, low 20s. So Saturday night looking like a good night to go out. And then look at Sunday. How about a lot of us in the low 50s? I'm not going to rule out the mid 50s. In southern Newton and Jasper County, maybe getting stuck in the upper 40s, Michigan City, but it's probably going to be one of the few spots. Low 50s are going to be common. And I do think the cloud cover is actually going to decrease through the day on Sunday. So a mostly cloudy start, but becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. Still looks dry on Sunday. But again, another windy day, probably even windier than Saturday. We're talking about gusts around 35 miles per hour Sunday afternoon, but with temperatures in the low 50s, yeah, technically there's a wind chill factor, but it doesn't really matter when temperatures in the low 50s. That's something we'll certainly not complain about. Now, the warming trend is going to come to an end, though, because guess what? A cold front coming in Sunday evening. And I do think the strongest winds are actually going to be ahead of the cold front. So still a little bit breezy as this front works over us during the evening hours, but I think most of the night just a light breeze, gust 10 to 15 miles per hour. And notice that Sunday night, colder than Saturday night because of the cold front coming through in the evening hours. That'll allow temperatures, but this is not a strong cold front. That's why temperatures still above normal for this time of year. We're talking about lows in the upper 20s, low 30s. And I don't think there's going to be any rain or snow with this cold front. It's coming through dry, so just partly cloudy skies. But this is why Sunday night is going to be colder than Saturday night. And we can't stop here. I talk about Monday, President's Day. Hopefully, you'll be lucky and be off for President's Day. And notice, I do have to mention that cold front because Monday is not going to be as warm as Sunday. Notice, but again, it's not a strong cold front, so these high temperatures are still about normal for the time. Remember, normal high temperatures up to 30s. Instead, we're talking about probably low to mid 40s for most of us, maybe hitting 47 in Kentland. I do have to mention, finally, a rain chance coming back Monday afternoon, but it is a small rain chance, like partly cloudy in the morning, but skies becoming mostly cloudy in the afternoon. I can't rule out a few rain showers as a little area of low pressure scrapes us, but I think most are going to stay dry during the day Monday, and this chance is not beginning until late Monday afternoon. A little bit better chance during the evening hours on Monday, but still not much. Still looks like just isolated activity. And and one more thing I need to mention on Monday. I know I talked about how Saturday is going to be windy, Sunday is going to be windy. Monday is not going to be windy. Not much wind at all. Wind's no more than 10 miles per hour. And then the other thing I need to mention before we wrap up here, a very small chance of rain during the day Monday, but rain and snow chances going up for the work week next week. So enjoy the mostly dry weekend for now.